not used one of these before. It's my first Madonna experience. But before Steve gets away, this is a collective effort. It's something that's a group accomplishment. And Steve has been here since the very beginning. And he has given generously of himself. Obviously, as a volunteer. He's stuck through thick and thin. He's now chairman of the board. And it's just one of these things that this wouldn't happen without people like Steve. And I couldn't be more grateful. This is my night of gratitude. And I just want to explain to you all over tonight's remarks of just how important all of you are. And I want to thank David Orr and his wife Elaine for coming from Ohio. Aaron Nelson and his wife Jess for coming from Wisconsin. Come from Boulder and other places. And I want to thank you because this isn't his, this isn't mine. This is the night it becomes ours and it becomes yours. And none of this would have happened without the beginning team that we started the Alliance with. And I want to recognize Jana Six and Aaron Nelson on this, the Alliance's 15th birthday. But I want to show you what it looked like. I hope if this thing works. On the first birthday. Three of us at our folding table and folding chairs down to the back corner where you can see us through the cobwebs, but not easily. So I got to thank the three people who were responsible, Steve and Aaron and Jana. And Jana and I worked together now for 31 years.
Wow.
I express, and is Jason Page here? There's Jason in the back. Jason has been with the Alliance for 11 years and has held every position in the Alliance that there was created, including interim executive director. And he's the longest staff person, and I have to thank every staff person who's ever been here, Anna, Joanne Keys, all of the people who, the staff and the board, current and past, who have made this possible. And this is my night of gratitude, and I want to thank each of you for coming. See if this thing will work now. Go.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that was actually cute. But this is gratitude to my sister Lynn. She's the one who at a young age got me interested in things environmental, whether it was plants or animals, whatever it might be. She got a reputation for being the bag lady in her community because she always carried a plastic bag when she went on her ever-occurrent walks and was picking up trash. And she got known for that, and we get inspired by people in our lives. And Lynn, my sister, was the one who absolutely inspired me to take on an environmental bent. She's the one who made me receptive and sensitive to the idea that if we don't address climate, everything that's living is at risk and is in peril. So I have to thank her, and sorry she couldn't be here. But this is my sister Jean, and this is my night of tribute to my sister Jean. This is going to be hard for me, but I just finished a photography workshop, and I went to visit her and asked her if she would be my subject. And just as infinitely patient as she always was, she said, sure, what do you want me to do? And I'm so fortunate and glad to have not only taken the workshop, but be able to have the time with my sister, who I consider my mentor, my confidant, and my friend. And we used to have conversations late at night about various different things, and she would give me her wisdom and her advice, which really, truly helped shape me. Because tonight is about legacy, and this is certainly something that I want to share with you. My sister was the most generous and thoughtful person I've ever known. One story to share, when she was going to the University of Arizona, she was taking geology as a course because she had to take science and she wanted to take rocks for jocks. And she thought it was going to be, you know, an easy course, and guess what? In Arizona, there's a lot of rocks. And she got a tutor, and this tutor, Joe Blackwell, he said, you know, some people might think you're doing tutoring just as kind of an add-on to what you're doing in school. He said, this is how I worked my way through college. He said, I shared a place to live with 5 people. And we would take plasticware and cups home from McDonald's, and that's what we lived and used in our home. And Jean was coming over for a tutoring session, and she asked Joe, what time do you meet? At 3 o'clock? Well, you know, can I get in the house? He said, yeah, the door will be open. Joe said when I got there, there was a set of aluminum dishes, silverware, glasses, and the refrigerator was filled with food. This is the spirit, these two, my siblings, who have inspired me to be standing in front of you tonight, having done what little I can do to think as legacy. The other story I have is that late night, one night, I went to Oberlin College, and I was telling my sister that, you know, that 60% of the students at Oberlin are on some form of financial aid. And I said, I want to leave in my will money to these students, and you know, just these colleagues, these friends. Sister said, how old do you think you're going to live to be? I'm going to be 100, easy. She said, well, you think any of these friends are, okay. Well, maybe you'll only make it to 70. And she said, at that point in their lives, it's going to be meaningless to them. So people need support, babies have help when they're starting out. When you're getting out of college and you have student loans to pay. When you're starting a family, you're buying your first house, and you're getting a mortgage. That's when it's useful. So why wait? And furthermore, if you do it now, you can share it with them. You can experience it with them. It's not that it's something that you can imagine what's going to happen after you die and you're not there to share it, enjoy it. So do it now. And you're trying to help people that can become kind of awkward in your relationship. She said, so if that becomes a problem and starts to distort your relationship, do it anonymously. So these two influences have been just enormous in my life. And when I think of legacy, I think of immortality. Because my sister passed away in 1974. Wow. Immortality to me is the influence we have on each other. Right? So she lives on, and the generosity that she demonstrated for me that I have gotten to learn from, and I try to share as I can with others. I have no wife, I have no children. So this is why I'm spending out. So tonight is a milestone as we transition, and I say thank you to my sister, and we think of future generations and what are our legacies, individually and collectively. And the Alliance Center is, in a certain sense, it's my largest legacy that I can try to contribute. And tonight I'm making that, if I can, a gift to you all, to the community of Denver, to the state of Colorado, and if we can influence beyond, as far as it will go. But I ask you all to be willing recipients and to take this on and have it become the community asset it's always been intended to be. Tonight is the milestone in which we're recognizing that, in which I'm trying to make this gift, we are trying to make this gift to the community, where you will take it up and you will embrace it. And you will say, the Alliance Center is ours. It's no more his. People thought that I've owned the building. I never have. It's been a nonprofit. So we're going to do a passing tonight, both symbolically and literally. And I want to ask our executive director, Brenda Simmons-Zainaj, to come up and join me. So this is symbolic and emblematic. It's the world. It's precious. It's fragile. It's our only home. And symbolically, I am passing to the next generation. You know how we have to involve youth. Of course, our perspective changes. changes. I give this to Brenna and trust it in your care and your staff and the board, and those of you who will join in and work with us and make this something that really benefits the community and benefits each of us. And I ask you, please find a way to use this opportunity, to use the foundation that's been created, and do something with it. And take it and embrace it and say, that's my Alliance Center. So if you can take anything out of here tonight, it will be hope, right? Because look at the people around. If you feel despair, think you could come here, you could be revitalized. And it's up to you now to take with this what you can and what you will to make the most of it. And with great gratitude, symbolically and literally. My 15 minutes as Madonna is gone.